How Eric went from 10K months all the way up to $60,000 a month with his online coaching business. A lot of people, when they're thinking about going from $10,000 a month, making six figures a year, all the way up to making big numbers like $500,000 per year or more, a lot of people struggle with three specific things that I'm going to be helping you understand in this video so that you can finally grow past the six-figure mark and kind of stop riding the roller coaster of business building. So our client Eric, he came to us. So he had a business where he was mainly averaging $10,000 a month. He is a career coach and he gets most of his clients on LinkedIn, a little bit on Facebook. So the first thing that we noticed is that he was having this roller coaster because most entrepreneurs are solopreneurs, right? When they start their business, there's a lot of them just doing everything. They're wearing all the hats. And so he would have these months where he would get a bunch of clients, but then he'd get so busy with delivering and coaching these clients that his marketing time would go down because he's spending so much time on fulfillment. And then as his fulfillment started to come down because his clients started to drop off, he would have more time for marketing and then he would get more clients, but he kept on riding this teeter-totter. And so the first thing that we did, the first step out of three, was I showed him that he needed to have people deliver his services for him. And at first he was worried, like many of you probably are, thinking, oh my gosh, no one can deliver the service as good as me. I'm a unicorn. No one can do this. But the truth is, we found people who could not only do it just as good as him, but they actually started to do it better because that's all they did. That was the only hat that they were wearing. So they were able to increase their skill set in coaching his clients faster than he was increasing his own skill set. So this allowed him to go from averaging 10 grand a month all the way up to starting to average about $20,000 to $25,000 a month. So then he hit his next roadblock. His current client acquisition system was basically get people to a workshop and then book sales calls off of a workshop and then sell to them on the sales calls. But there was a couple things that were keeping him locked in at the $20,000 to $25,000 a month mark. Number one, he didn't have as many people coming to the workshop as he needed. So we helped him almost double the amount of people that were coming to his workshop every single week so that he actually had more people to talk to. The second thing is we actually looked at his workshop and we actually asked, how can we get more people to be booking calls off of this workshop? So we looked at things like adding better testimonials, having better call to actions, have better urgency on why they should be booking a call and giving them something special for it. Not only that, but we also added in a follow-up sequence through messaging and email after the workshop that started to book in more calls. He went from averaging maybe booking 5 to 10 calls per workshop to now booking 15 to 20 calls per workshop. This system, this is the second phase, allowed him to what we call optimize his client journey, optimize his traction channels, and now he was going from 20 to 25K a month all the way up to $35,000 to $40,000 a month. Now, this is incredible. This was the stage 2. Now we're moving to stage 3 because now he realized that he was so busy. He was doing 20 sales calls every single week. And even though he's making good money, he kept on getting maxed out on his time. So now we implemented stage number 3, which is we hired for him a closer, a setter, a closer so that they could start to take all the sales calls for him, and a setter who could help with the messaging after workshops to book more calls because Eric was just maxed out on time. This allowed him to go from averaging $40,000 a month to now having a month where he almost hit $70,000 and he's on track to do over $80,000 this month as we speak. And it's because we worked on these 3 parts of the sequence. Number 1, getting other people to do the fulfillment so that you have more time and you can get more clients without making you busier. The second thing is just optimizing how you were getting clients. A lot of you, if you just had a higher volume of leads coming in or better optimized ratios of show up ratios to webinars or how many people are booking off of webinars, if you just optimize that, you could be making more money. And then once you're making more money, you get busy again, hiring more team. This has allowed Eric to go from a place of where he was struggling. He had 5K months, he had 10K months. He was kind of in this big up and down world to now he's been consistently growing for the last 6 to 9 months. And every single month, we're finding new ways to continue to optimize. So it's been optimizing, it's been delegating, it's been automating, and it's been realizing that he needs to actually help his team be the hero and that he needs to be the person managing them. So if you want to go past six figures and if you want to grow your business bigger, you're going to have to start to think differently. Because one of the things that I always say is what got you to six figures will not get you past six figures. So if you have any questions on how to grow your coaching business past six figures, comment them down below and I'll answer them in the next video.